What's up, DramaLoop viewers? We're kicking things off with a bombshell from Scotland. The prestigious World Stone Skimming Championships, an event steeped in tradition, has been rocked to its core by a shocking cheating scandal. We're talking about contestants allegedly doctoring their stones for an unfair advantage. This is not your average day at the beach. Next up, the political world is in an uproar. Revelations about Lord Peter Mandelson's deep connections with Jeffrey Epstein have plunged Prime Minister Keir Starmer into a major crisis, creating headaches with everyone from US President Donald Trump to the British royal family and even his own MPs. This scandal is sending shockwaves through the halls of power. Then, we're heading to the corporate world for some serious executive drama. Nestlé, the global food giant, is in the spotlight as Chairman Bulcke resigns following the dismissal of CEO Laurent Freixe over an alleged inappropriate relationship. This is a massive shakeup at one of the world's largest companies. And finally, we're circling back to the World Stone Skimming Championships for a deeper dive into that unbelievable cheating scandal. We'll uncover the details of how competitors tried to bend the rules and what it means for the future of the sport. Don't go anywhere, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single second of the drama. Cheating scandal rocks the World Stone Skimming Championships. In a bizarre twist that sounds more like a plot from a quirky movie than reality, the annual World Stone Skimming Championships in Scotland have been hit with a full-blown cheating scandal. This isn't just about a few misplaced skips. We're talking about contestants allegedly doctoring their skimming stones to gain an unfair advantage at the highest levels of this unique competition. The rules of the World Stone Skimming Championships are clear. Stones must be naturally formed on Eastill, the island where the event is held, and be no larger than 3 inches in width. No alterations allowed, but reports emerged during the 2025 edition that participants may have been grinding their rocks into more aerodynamic, circular shapes. Organizer and commentator Kyle Matthews received word of these potential performance enhancements and confronted the suspected rule breakers. Under questioning, the individuals confessed and were swiftly disqualified, ensuring the integrity of the competition for the remaining athletes. Matthews, speaking to Popular Science, suggested this might be a first-time offense, noting that competitors typically raise concerns immediately if they suspect foul play. The event itself, which began sporadically in 1983 and became an annual tradition in 1997, draws hundreds of competitors and thousands of spectators to Eastill, contributing to the local economy and charities. This year's competition saw Lucy Wood win the women's division and American John Jennings take the men's title, skimming an impressive 580.7 feet. Jennings himself noted that some stones looked too perfect, though he prefers a more square stone for its grip. The controversy echoes past cheating incidents in other sports, like the 2023 Ohio Fishing Contest, where contestants used lead weights to inflate their catch size, leading to criminal charges. For stone skimming, however, the stakes are far lower, making the attempt at cheating all the more peculiar. Officials are now considering measures like providing pre-approved stones to prevent future suspicions. And that's just the beginning of the drama. You won't believe the political firestorm brewing across the Atlantic. Next up, Lord Peter Mandelson's ties to Jeffrey Epstein have landed Prime Minister Keir Starmer in hot water. Mandelson's Epstein ties spark political crisis for UK Prime Minister Starmer. Revelations of Lord Peter Mandelson's intimate connections with the late Jeffrey Epstein have ignited a political firestorm, creating a crisis for Labour Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The scandal has created significant diplomatic headaches, affecting relations with US President Donald Trump, the British royal family, and Starmer's own parliamentary party. Starmer was compelled to dismiss Mandelson from his appointed role as US ambassador on September 11th, less than a year after his December appointment. This dismissal came just 5 days before President Trump's state visit to Britain, a visit intended to distract from his own Epstein-related controversies. However, the Mandelson saga followed Trump across the Atlantic, amplified by protesters projecting an image of Trump and Epstein together onto Windsor Castle. This occurred while Mandelson has not denied his appearance in Epstein's infamous birthday book. contrasting with Trump's claims that his own inclusion is a forgery. An emergency parliamentary debate was held regarding what Starmer's government knew and went about Mandelson's relationship with Epstein. This situation is particularly awkward, as Trump had initially resented Mandelson's appointment due to Mandelson's past criticisms of him. The timing also proved unfortunate for the British royal family, given Prince Andrew's well-documented association with Epstein, which had previously damaged the monarchy's reputation. A diplomatic source noted the palace found the situation unhelpful. Within the Labour Party, MPs loyal to Starmer's agenda are reportedly growing restless, viewing the Mandelson appointment as another significant misstep and seeing Starmer himself as a political liability. Starmer had publicly defended Mandelson's appointment as late as the previous Wednesday, even as Bloomberg published emails detailing Mandelson's continued closeness to Epstein after Epstein's 2008 conviction. These emails show Mandelson urging Epstein to fight for early release and expressing strong support, stating, "Your friends stay with you and love you." The scandal intensified with the publication of Epstein's birthday book, which included photos of Mandelson in a bathrobe with Epstein and a message calling Epstein his best pal. While Mandelson's friendship with Epstein was known, new details emerged from a J.P. Morgan report showing their particularly close relationship continued even when Epstein was in jail. Emails indicated Mandelson planned to stay at Epstein's Manhattan townhouse and visited him in Paris. Despite security service vetting concerns, Starmer reportedly pushed through Mandelson's appointment, with full vetting delayed until after he was in the job. Government officials later blocked the release of a memo from Mandelson to Tony Blair, suggesting Blair should meet Epstein while Prime Minister. Mandelson himself dismissed media attention on his Epstein connections as an FT obsession. This story exposes a level of elite corruption that's hard to fathom, but the corporate world has its own scandals brewing. Next up, we're diving into the unexpected departure of Nestlé's chairman amidst a CEO scandal. Nestlé Chairman Paul Bulcke steps down amidst CEO scandal and investor pressure. In a significant boardroom shakeup, Nestlé Chairman Paul Bulcke has announced his resignation, effective October 1st. This move comes in the wake of the abrupt dismissal of CEO Laurent Freixe, who was reportedly fired for an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate, potentially involving workplace favoritism. The world's largest food company has been under increasing scrutiny from European media and investors since Freixe's termination on September 1st, after only a year in the role. This follows the similarly sudden departure of Freixe's predecessor, Ulf Mark Schneider, who had served as CEO for 7 years. Bulcke, who has been chairman since 2017 and previously served as CEO from 2008 to 2016, was already slated to step down in April 2026. However, with Pablo Ayla already named chairman-elect in June, Bulcke stated this is the right moment to accelerate the planned transition. Bulcke expressed full confidence in Nestlé's new leadership, stating, "I have full trust in Nestlé's new leadership and firmly believe this great company is well positioned for the future." He added that his stepping aside will allow Ayla and the incoming CEO, Philippe Navratil, to advance Nestlé's strategy and guide the company with a fresh perspective. In addition to these changes, Dick Boer has been appointed lead independent director and vice chairman of the board, also effective October 1st. Marie-Gabrielle Enichenflesch has also been named a vice chair. The departures and appointments signal a period of transition and potential strategic shifts for the global food giant, especially as it navigates the fallout from the CEO scandal and maintains investor confidence. This corporate drama is certainly grabbing headlines, but we've still got one more unbelievable story to unpack. Coming up next, we're revisiting the World Stone Skimming Championships to get the full scoop on that wild cheating scandal. World Stone Skimming Championships rocked by cheating scandal. Think competitive stone skimming is all about natural talent and a perfect throw? Think again. The World Stone Skimming Championships, a beloved event held on the Scottish island of Eastill, recently faced its own doping scandal, proving that no competition is immune to the lure of unfair advantage. This year, suspicions arose that some contestants weren't just relying on skill, but were allegedly doctoring their stones. The rules are strict. Only naturally formed rocks from Eastdale, measuring 3 inches or less, are permitted. However, reports surfaced that participants might have been grinding their stones into more aerodynamic, circular shapes to achieve superior distance and skips. Organizer Kyle Matthews received these tips mid-competition and confronted the alleged offenders, who subsequently confessed and were disqualified, ensuring a fair contest for the remaining athletes. Matthews indicated this might be the first instance of such cheating, as competitors usually voice concerns promptly. The event, which began in 1983 and became annual in 1997, attracts a significant crowd, with hundreds of participants and thousands of spectators, boosting the island's economy. This year's winners included Lucy Wood in the women's division and American John Jennings in the men's, who achieved a remarkable 580.7 feet. Jennings himself noted some stones looked too perfect, though he personally prefers a more square-shaped stone for better water grip. The incident draws parallels to other sports cheating scandals, like the 2023 Ohio Fishing Contest, where weights were found in fish. For stone skimming, the motive for cheating is less about massive cash prizes and more about the prestige of the title. Following the scandal, officials are reportedly considering issuing pre-approved stones to prevent any future controversies over rock modifications. And that brings us to the end of today's top stories. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of all the drama. That was a whirlwind of news. We saw a cheating scandal rock the World Stone Skimming Championships. Lord Peter Mandelson's ties to Jeffrey Epstein cause a political earthquake for PM Keir Starmer, and Nestlé's Chairman Bulcke resign amidst a CEO scandal. We also got the full story on those performance-enhanced pebbles in Scotland. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on all social platforms and let us know in the comments which story shocked you the most. We'll see you in the next video.